fight's not over.
Stop the fight!
People.
Everybody, I come here for everybody. Kill everybody. I'm the champ. I'm the king. Kill everybody. Ah!
All right, guys, welcome back to Broke Bets. Lane here, giving you guys our bets for Dawson versus Green. Feels good to be back. Sometimes you think a week off of UFC would be kind of fun until you realize how bored you are on the day of the fight. So happy to be back. Coming off of Fazeev Gamrot. Got a lucky refund there, but also unlucky in the fact that your boy tore his ACL. But coming into this card, I got some bets I really like here. So let's just get right into it. We got some nice plus money plays. Starting it off, Alex Morono beats Joaquin Buckley in my eyes. I think Buckley just has such a style where it's right hook, left hook, moving forward, jumping. And Morono's going to see all that coming. Main reason Buckley did so well at 185 is a speed advantage he had in a lot of those guys. And Morono, I feel like, will just be able to touch and move pretty well here. He's going to be underestimated because he's his body type, because Buckley kind of brings in, his bulk physique into this. And Morono has, I think from his own words, a video game sitting on his couch kind of body that he transitioned into MMA. He just doesn't look as strong, but I think he can touch and move pretty well. He's faced some power punchers before. Matt Semmelsberger, Santiago Ponzinibbio on short notice, winning most of the fight until one punch. And his chin just has been tested over the time. It's not the greatest, but I just do think he can avoid a lot of those big shots Buckley tries to throw, which are just charging and swinging in, and he can telegraph a lot of those things. So, also being the better grappler, I really like that. And at the price tag we got him, man, you had to hop onto it. And I mean, right now it's like plus 145 Morono, but given the situation, I think body type alone swings the odds quite a lot. So, yeah, give me Morono in this first fight here at welterweight. Prop bets. Absolutely hammered this line, and I'm always so confused sometimes when they look at some of these fighters. Ion Cutelaba is like Terrence McKinney in the way, maybe just slightly different, but Terrence McKinney in the way that's kill or be killed, and that's the only way he wants his fights to go. And he liked the under, man. The last 4 have gone under, I believe. And then he went to decision with Devin Clark, and then prior to that, it's under. Philipe Lins, he's been to more decisions here recently, but we have seen his power at light heavyweight. Knocking out OSP doesn't say a lot, but just in his last fight, he was hitting in the first round, landing a lot of his power punches, which could have put a lot of fighters down, and for someone like Ion, probably will. So the clinching that ended up happening later in the fight doesn't really concern me as much, just because Ion is a grappler and he might look for more of those scenarios himself, and which could lead to a finish. But yeah, they released this line at plus 110, and on my sheet, I typically like to do set odds. I set my own odds, what I think this was going to come in at, and I thought it was going to come at minus 150. And it came in at plus 110, and I just hammered it. I knew I wanted it. But yeah, I think that's a good technique for you guys to try to use as well. And now this line is minus 155, 157. I thought it would start at 150, move to minus 180. So that's kind of I think it's a steal. So really hammered that line. I like that number. Next bet, Nate Maness and Mateus Mendonca, under 2.5 rounds. Mateus has shown a good chin here in his performances and his previous fights. Basharat didn't really let go with anything too big on him, and all those shoot box guys have a crazy good chin. But this fight is happening at 125 pounds. Both new to that weight class, or Nate Maness fought in it versus Tagir, but he looks on death's door, man. I mean, he's skin and bones. I really feel like Nate Maness is going to be extremely drained for this fight, and if one punch from Mateus lands really flush, it could be over. And then the other side of the ball, I feel like Nate does have a good jab, and he could also hurt Mateus, who also is making a big weight cut here. And again, the shoot box guys make it a wild fight. I would not be surprised if this one goes under, and I think just given for the price, I really like it. I also was really looking at Mateus by finish, which is plus 150. Really thought about it, really was on the edge of it, but didn't end up playing it. I just feel like there's a chance Maness can get him out of there as well. And then finally, I'm just doing Drew Dober by finish. I wanted to parlay something with this, just with Drew Dober's under 2.5, more than Drew Dober by finish. But there's really not many good parlay legs in this. If you guys are looking at, Grant Dawson and Joe Pyfer, I just don't like the line. Minus 500 on Joe Pyfer for a fight which could end in one punch by either fighter. I don't like that type of deal. And then Grant Dawson, again, just a little too one-dimensional to be like a minus 500 and really have me trust him. So, and then chick fighters don't want to parlay any of their overs, to be honest. I feel like some of the girls can get submitted on this card. But the truth is, I feel like Drew Dober just going to push forward through Aoriqileng. He is a little bit too willing to eat those punches in order to get in the pocket and give his own, but even versus Matt Frivola, some of the early body work looked like it had Frivola hurt at times, and you're looking at someone with Frivola who has a better footwork and movement than Aoriqileng, who's really stood tall and slow in his last fight. So, yeah, give me Drew Dober here. Fire hydrant head. I know the Guru had a pretty good point that this is not a racially motivated fight for him, since he's fighting another white guy and not someone like Bobby Green or that list of guys that he went through. But yeah, don't feel any amazing lines. The ones I really like on this card are definitely Morono and Lynn's under. But finally, I feel like a live bet on Bobby Green late like late round 3 or start of round 4 could be an absolute steal here. You just look at Grant Dawson getting all this body control time using body locks, his legs get burned out, and then Bobby can come out and implement his game. I think Bobby rounds 4 or 5 decision are really live. But yeah, that's what I got for this card, guys. Good luck, as always. Pay attention to our Instagram where we have our NFL bets. Stay tuned, and hopefully we'll get that picks video out to you guys pretty early. So, peace!
I know. It doesn't matter from the trenches. I'm built like this. The old doubted me said I couldn't do it. The old said I couldn't do it. Look at me now.